Because when it comes to shoes, everyone's got their favorite pair. My day is going to be fairly... Ashley is in Chicago. That's where her grandmother is being buried. So I don't get to see Ashley today, which is a big bummer. And I've just got school and monotonous stuff, and I'm gonna hopefully make this vlog one that isn't skippable. Because some of the days of my life are just, I'll see you later, okay? Getting forward to sunglasses. Where did those go? No. Alright, Dad. Guess I don't get sunglasses today. Are we in here?
I reached out to Alpha Type Coordinating Manager. I'm currently out of the office, so...
Morning. Hello? Hello? Oh. Half of you probably remember my day one of working out the other day. I think I pulled something in my shoulder, or like, I have really bad back. I have scoliosis in like 3 places. So I think I need to go back to the chiropractor because either I pulled something or I have a pinched nerve or something. Because up this whole shoulder, all of this through here is like intense pain, and like every time I move it, I need to get it looked at soon, but I don't think it's anything serious. It's just uncomfortable. It's really creepy when an entire parking deck like bounces up and down. Watch your step. Does anyone else just have that pair of shoes that you love? Because when it comes to shoes, everyone's got their favorite pair. And mine are definitely these ones here. They meet all of my requirements for a good pair of shoes. And there's a few requirements that I specifically give a good pair of shoes. 1, comfort. They have to be comfortable. You have to feel good while you're wearing them. 2, style. They gotta look good. And number 3, they gotta be durable. They gotta last a while. They can't just be like a shoe that you have for a month and then you gotta throw out and get a new pair. And I would definitely say that my shoes do not fit all of the requirements. 1, comfort. The sole of my shoe always comes out, so it slides around and it's not comfortable at all. I always have to fix it. Style, they're pretty styling besides the holes, and which brings me to number 3, durability. These things have lasted me a long time, but they're starting to run their course and the sole coming out. My point here, though. My point is that all of us have things that we love, like these shoes. I love these shoes. They're a little beat up, they don't meet all my requirements, but I still enjoy the shoes. I still wear them all the time. So don't, just because something doesn't meet your requirements, like these shoes don't meet all 3 of my requirements, they actually go against all 3 of my requirements, doesn't mean that you shouldn't like enjoy them, get the most out of them. I most certainly get the most out of these shoes. I'm stopping by the warehouse here for work because I have all this stuff in the back of my truck that I use for work. It's in the back of the truck because we've had beautiful weather and I don't have to put it inside my truck. But I come by here once a week to pick up all the stuff that I need for the next week. So I'm picking up what I We're heading out to have a fun family-filled evening.
Partial family.
Yeah, partial.
Daniel's doing homework.
Minus Daniel.
Let's set the record straight. He is working on his homework like a great student.
But a portion of the family is heading out
Yes.
to the most magical place on earth.
No.
Not Disney World. The movie theater. And not only any regular old Joe Schmo movie theater, but this one is special. It's less for us. Thank you. Deepwater CC. Scared that lady. This is why it's the best theater ever. Time for another segment of doesn't happen exactly how it happens in the movies. Yeah. Hollywood really makes things look good. Oh, was that last shot super overexposed? I switched my exposure in the movie theater because it was super dark, and I think, let me check. I didn't look beforehand. If it looked weird, I apologize. Sometimes the camera doesn't capture the moment exactly how you need to. Well, tonight we got to see Deepwater Horizon, the new Peter Berg directed film starring Marky Mark himself. This film is about Marky Mark Wahlberg, who is on an oil rig. Things go wrong, the oil rig explodes, and chaos ensues. And it's about them trying to safely get off the oil rig, and it's about them trying to save as many people as possible from this oil rig. It's based on a true story, and I absolutely adored this film. There's few films out there. I don't know what I can really compare it to, but there's few films out there that can really like just pull me in emotionally and keep me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Like once the action in this movie picked up, like the intensity just built and built and built and built until there were a lot of explosions, a lot of fire, and a lot of awesome special effects. Whew. The only word I can use to describe this film was intense, because you felt it emotionally, you felt it physically, like I said, just heart-pounding action, but the performances were spectacular. There was one cameo by Trace Adkins that it just like pulled me right out of the theater, and I was like, what is Trace Adkins doing in this movie? And even afterwards, my parents were like, well, Trace Adkins in this movie, that was weird. And that's literally my only gripe against this movie, was that odd, strange, just bizarre Trace Adkins cameo. But really, besides that, the action was heart-pounding, the performances were fantastic, the like emotional grab, I wasn't sure, because like usually it's man versus nature for these films, like Marky Mark versus an oil rig, but it actually was like man versus man. It was this oil rig, the employees of the oil rig against the large corporation of BP, which I thought was great narrative that I did not see coming, and I thoroughly enjoyed. It really grabbed me from the beginning, pulled me in, and kept me in. And I enjoyed this just like Lone Survivor, which Peter Berg did. Had an end credit scene that just like, whew, all the feels. This movie gave me the feels. This movie will give you the feels. Go see it if you can. I really wish that Coke example would have worked a little better, because like it's a good example of an oil rig, and just watch the movie and you'll see it done well. Well, that is all for this evening's movie time. I think that's all for the vlog as well. So I'm gonna head to bed. So choose virtue, choose life. So long for now.
My voice sounds so funny.
Can you even hear him?
And now I come back and grab the camera just like I do whenever I set this thing up and leave and